Now, is there a way we can reduce our body weight without doing exercise? Yes, that way is there. And it's not only one. I'm going to surprise you by 3 ways you can reduce your body weight without doing exercise at all. Now, the information on this platform is not biased. It has been researched. So, feel at home, and if you are a new member to this platform, please subscribe, like our videos, and share them to the people you care for. How can we reduce our body weight without doing exercise? Number one, do what we call intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has been talked about a lot. It's eating in intervals, like how you see Muslims do it. Muslims eat once in a day. I think that, or twice. They eat at 6 or 7. If I'm not sure about the time, but I think 7. Then they eat in the night at 5. Now for you, you can decide to eat twice in a day. For example, you can wake up in the morning and eat your food. Then the rest of the day you don't eat and eat again supper. Like that, like that, like that. You can do that for a month and you'll tell me the results. So don't hesitate. It's hard to some people. It's hard to adhere to this thing, especially if you have been eating a lot of carbohydrates, because these carbohydrates have sugars, and the sugars have been designed like sugar itself activates a compound in our brain which is associated by craving and over going for something we have been used to doing or eating. Therefore, it is hard, but try as much as possible to make sure that you beat those cravings of yours or those addictions of yours on foods, especially the sugary foods. Number 2, how can we reduce our body weight right at home but without doing exercise? Eat proteins. Like, you can eat proteins which are, for example, there's those proteins in meat, and meat has different, like, people can eat chicken meat, people can eat beef meat, people can eat pork, sheep meat, and all that. Then you can eat fats, but now these fats in quotes. I'm going to give you fats, specifically the olive uh, oil fats. Then I will give you the fats in, for example, avocado. Those are healthy fats. Then you can eat vegetables, and when I talk about vegetables, you can eat the leafy vegetables, or you can eat things like carrots, you can eat things like green pepper, chili pepper. Actually, chili pepper is also very good because it burns fats out of your body. So those things will help you. Those, if you continue eating those vegetables, there is a way they make you full. The vegetables make you full, and they also improve your digestion. So you will reduce fats in that way, because first of all, they have little calories. So when you are taking little calories, it means that much fats will be formed out of what you are eating. You will be forming things like enzymes in your body and other chemicals that can help your body to run, and also muscles. And then on the other hand, if you're eating things like the proteins I've been talking about, they also have less calories as compared to the carbohydrate foods, and they also have fibers, of which these fibers help in, there is a way they make you full. They make your stomach, like, how can I say, they make you satisfied enough, because not much of them are easily turned to be not much of them are turned into energy, like how the carbohydrates are being turned into energy. Because just assume you are taking portion, within 5 hours the portion will be done. But if I take my meat, for example, it can even spend 12 hours in my stomach. Look at the beauty of that. So I recommend that. Then you can also eat fruits. Okay, I'm still on the issue of eating. You can also eat fruits, mangoes, avocado, all that. It will help you, because when you eat fruits and you don't take juice, because some people think taking juice is better, but when you take juice, you're going to add sugar into the juice, and when you add sugar, that sugar will easily be turned into uh, fats for storage. It will be turned into energy, and the rest will be turned into fats for storage, if not all of it has been used. Yet if you just eat a whole fruit, it means that you have not added any sugar there. You are just eating natural sugar. Therefore, I also recommend that you can reduce the refined carbohydrates you take. We have talked about proteins, vegetables, but now the third point is that you just reduce on the carbohydrates you take. Because when someone tells you that leave the carbohydrates, in Africa, you are lying to that person, because most of the African people don't have even that money to be spending on things like meat and all that. Even going to the gym, those things are not there. Okay, you tell me that someone will go and run around and all that. But here, when I'm looking at things that you can do to reduce your weight but without doing exercise, then I will just tell you to reduce your carbohydrates, because these carbohydrates are the ones that we have survived on for years and years. We have grown up eating posho, cassava, and all that. So when you tell someone to leave them, what if they don't have money? So in this case, just reduce on the amount you take. Greens are cheap. Maybe in town uh, I've not interacted well with the cities, but I know very well that in the few cities I have stayed in, vegetables are cheap. Therefore, you can take a small part of the carbohydrates and take much of the greens. When you take much of the greens, it will make you full, but yet you have taken little of the carbohydrates. So I guess this information will work for you. Try it out and come back and give me a review. If you're new member, subscribe to our channel, like our video, and follow us both on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you.